Доброго дня, Сергій Станіславович. Питання, яке, думаю, хвилює дуже багатьох, тому обов'язково хочу його поставити. Яка ситуація з
Sergei,
Миколенком?
Rebrov,
Будь ласка.
what is the situation with Mykolenko? What's the state of his? Is he ready to play? If not, who will be playing instead of him? We obviously training every day. Vitaly is working. This injury is not being healed in 1 or 2 days. Not sure. I can see how he works, and we all hope that he will be back as soon as possible.
Please, just more the sign, please, because of the cameras. Thank you. Yeah? Third row, please.
Ілля, це твоє перше євро, як і для багатьох хлопців в команді. Як себе
Illia Zabarnyi, this is your first Euro. How do you get ready before tomorrow's game? It's my second Euro, actually. And for me, it's a great honor to represent Ukraine. You know what times are we going through now. So I feel incredible responsibility for my actions. But I'm not worried about my game.
Yes, here. Third row, gentleman in white.
Constantin Toma from Pro TV Romania. Who is the most dangerous player from Romania national team?
Я вважаю, взагалі, хтось каже, що Румунія слабка
I think someone say that Romania is not a very strong team at Euro, but they performed very well in their qualifying group. And I think Stancho is a very good player. I really like him. And I think the whole team of Romania is getting success due to their discipline and team effort. And there are some young players who can basically decide the game just by their actions on the field.
Yeah, third row here.
Hi, a question in English for Coach Sergei Rebrov.
Запитання англійською до Сергія Реброва. Вибачте, якщо я може повторюсь. Це буде дуже емоційний турнір для української збірної, для України і для її вболівальників. Як емоційно це буде для вас? І як важливо буде не дати емоціям панувати над вами?
Of course, it's very emotional. We all understand where we are now. That was, I think, is very good and very important to Ukraine to be on this forum, because now we all understand, all Ukrainians want to be in European nation, and I think it's very important that Ukraine represented on European Cup. And of course, now in our country, football is not on the first place. It's lots of people dead, it's lots of kids dead, and all the players, when we are starting to play, we are very pleasure for our fighters, to our soldiers, to our supporters, because now it's very difficult time to Ukraine. And on each interview, in each public meetings, I remind, and we are very pleasure for Europe, who is supporting us very much. But we want to remind that our war is continue, and we still need support. We are continue to fight for our freedom, and of course, for freedom of Europe.
Next question. Yeah, last row. There. Almost last. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Theodor Jumătate from Goloso.ro. May I ask a question to Mr. Rebrov and one to Illia? First of all, to Illia, you are playing now for Bournemouth, but at the beginning of the career, Michal Lucescu saw you, put you in the squad at Dynamo Kiev. What do you think about about Michal Lucescu and about that time? And about the game tomorrow, and for Mr. Rebrov.
Sorry, one question only. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Michal Lucescu, my first manager in big football, and I'm very want to say thank him because he gave me like fundament for my career. He gave me a lot of advance, and yeah, I'm just appreciate because of a lot of things he gave me.
Sorry. Let's go to that side, yeah? Here.
Добрий день, Сергій Захарченко, Суспільне спорт. Питання до пана Сергія. Ви вже кілька
Sergei Zabarnyi, Ukrainian TV channel Suspilne. You mentioned that Romania didn't lose during their qualifying campaign, and you getting ready for tomorrow's game. Which games of Romania you were paying more attention, and which games you thought that might be very indicative as to what kind of team Romania are? I think that there are no weak teams at Euro. We saw different games played by Romania. Obviously, we saw the friendly games, and only one game they played against Bulgaria. They played with their main squad. We obviously were looking at their performance during the qualifications. But as I said before, it's really the team that understands what they can play with, and they have really fast players. They have really disciplined team, and on behalf of that, they basically got to Euro.
In the past 2 years, Romania helps a lot and offered shelter for Ukrainian people, Ukrainian kids. Besides confrontation of tomorrow, do you have a message for Romanians as people, nations, besides football?
Yeah, I'm already said. I said Europe. I think Romania is in Europe. And as I said, everybody's in Ukraine, very pleasure for all countries of Europe who is supporting, who is helping us. This is for us very important, not only with the weapon, not only with the supporting in Ukraine, supporting the families who unfortunately for some times left our country, and everybody's here in Europe supporting us. But again, I remind you, the war is continuing, and we are asking, and we are very pleasure for everybody, but we are asking to support.
We go to this side.
Сергій Станіславович, добрий день. Протягом вашої кар'єри в збірній
Question to Mr. Rebrov. During your career at the Ukrainian national team, there were different type of preparations for the games. Players sometimes not particularly strong, and you were building this team through certain period of time. And how yours, by style, this team is, and how can you compare the team in the beginning of your coaching career and what it is now? I hope that every day it's an experience, and for us it's very important that we're working together for a year, and I can see that we spoke to the team today, and I can see that the guys understand much better what we're trying to achieve from them, what we're trying to get from their performance. Nobody knows what time frames are important, how many years we need. But now we understand much better each other with the team than in the beginning.
Hello, Daniel Grigore from Gazeta Sporturilor. Question for Illia. Romania has 4 center forwards in the squad for this tournament. Did you study any of them individually? And if not, what are your general impressions about the forward line of Romania?
Yeah, I saw a couple options for Romania, yeah, and they have, for me, good players, you know, and they have experience, and they are good players, actually. And yeah, we saw individually how they do, but I think we're ready for the.
Okay, we go to that side again.
Hello, from Golaso.ro. Depending of Mykolenko, you will use Mykolenko as a left back, or and Zinchenko in front of the defense. And if Mykolenko will not be there, Zinchenko maybe will play as a left back, and probably Taras Stepanenko will be there.
Maybe you are coach. You know everything. You don't need to explain.
Cum vedeți, how do you see, this is the question, how do you see the Ukraine powerful with Mykolenko left back and Zinchenko before defense, in front of defense, together with Brashko, or Zinchenko as left back? How is it better for you offensively and defensively?
I think it's good. You are now understand our team more than Ukrainian supporters. You know everything. But I think it's very important for any team. In our squad is 26 players. And very important when you are getting the list, when you are bringing players, you have to understand somebody could be injured. And now I hope, and we are trying to do everything, that we are ready for the injury of Mykolenko. But I don't think so. The player who's going to play on his position is not the player of the first squad.
Okay, we'll go to final 3 questions. Now to this side.
Raphael Weiß von der Sportschau. Herr Rebrov, wie wurden Sie in Deutschland empfangen und welche Unterstützung erhoffen Sie sich vom deutschen Publikum?
How was the welcome in Germany, and what kind of support are you expecting from the German fans?
I think we're loved playing in Germany always. I remember my first game. It was an amazing atmosphere. The atmosphere during the game in Bremen. We played our friendly game in Germany. We are grateful to German fans for their support for Ukraine. They support Ukraine in our fight against terrorism, and they support Ukraine on the football pitch. That's why we're very grateful. And we see the organization at its unprecedented cases. And as I said, when we come to Germany, we always come as playing at home.
Yeah, here first, please.
Hi, Martin von Knorring, TV4 Sweden. A question for Illia. I know this tournament means a lot for you and the Ukrainian people. How do you think your emotions will be ahead of the kickoff tomorrow when you hear the national anthem and see the Ukrainian fans here?
So for us, it's a very emotional moment, and when you when you see Ukrainian flags in the stadium, it's when you just checking the news what's going on in home, and you understand how it's difficult to be there and how it's difficult to say like words. And yeah, I just want to say thanks everyone who come in and support us, everyone who give us play, because of it's important not only for football in Ukraine. It's all about lives, because every day our country wake up in alarms, and it's difficult. Yeah, children, women, just civilian people. Lots of people died every day, and I think it needs to stop. And of course, it's emotional moment before you kick off, and but we understand where we are and what we need to do, because of it's football, and we need to play with cold head, And yeah, we go tomorrow, and 100% we will do everything.
Yes, we'll go in a last row, and then with the gentleman with baseball cap.
Okay, I'm Sport Romania, Silvian Bădulescu. One question about the game. On the sheet, Romania has the lowest value team at this Euro. You have players in La Liga, you have the top scorer of La Liga, you have premiers in Premier League. Do you think the game tomorrow will be with Ukraine favorite as one-sided game?
This question for me, yeah? For me question? Yes. So, yeah, we have a lot of quality in the squad, and a lot of players who can do difference, but I think most important things what we play like a team, and we just play like one team, because it's very important, and we don't have like superstars. I think I just want to say we're a really good squad. I saw the boys; they are good. We are all together, coming everywhere, and yeah, I think in this moment we're good like a team.
Питання до Іллі. Напередодні першого матчу, чи відрізняє
Question to Illia Zabarnyi. Before first game, is something different from the previous Euro where you were getting ready and you were experiencing certain pressure, for example, before the Netherlands game? Of course, a lot of things have changed. How do you feel yourself? I went through many things in both football and in my life, and I think that the fact that I am here, it's down to our warriors who defend our country, and they're incredible people who, with their bravery, they win everything, and I'm so grateful to them. It's very important for me at this moment in time. That is the major difference between the previous Euro, because we have war in our country, and this is very important, and it's very difficult when you wake up. You think, what happens to your friends, to your near and dear at home, and wish them safety. Of course, it can pressurize every one of us, but it adds a great motivation to come onto the pitch and do everything possible.
Last question.
Last question.
For Mr. Rebrov.
Запитання про спорт. Для того, щоб вийти з цієї групи, чи ви маєте певний підхід до завтрашньої гри? Чи ви мусите просто атакувати з перших хвилин?
Are preparing a strategical approach, thinking that also a draw could be a positive result, bearing in mind the fact that we will play after that against Slovakia, and Ukraine is considered to be also a favorite like tomorrow.
I don't know what you want to hear from me. It's really, you will see tomorrow. I cannot tell you now how we're going to play tomorrow. For me, it doesn't matter who we're playing against. We don't need to think about the future. We don't need to think which place we want to be in the group. I think we have to concentrate on each game. We have to be very serious with any opponent we are playing. For me, I don't know why everybody say that the Ukraine was one of the favorites in the group. I think all the teams in this group is very strong. They deserve to be here. And Romania deserve to be here because they won their group. And we respect this team very much, but from the other side, we have to think about ourselves. We have to concentrate on us, respect the opponents, and concentrate on each match, and we will see what will be in the end.
Okay, we have one question remotely. Let's go to Ronan Dorfan.
A question to Mr. Rebrov. When in the history of sport, when teams are playing for a bigger cause, when there's crisis in the country, sometimes it brings extra motivation, sometimes it can bring extra pressure and make it difficult. How do you give the message to your player that they manage to clear their head and the occasion doesn't become too big for them?
I think, unfortunately, we are playing with this motivation of the first game. More than 2 years, war is continue, and the players is playing all these games with the extra motivation. And now we don't need to check how his motivation is up for the players, good or bad. I think this is very important. We have to live with this. And I'm sure the things what happening, unfortunately, in our country, the war is continue, is more motivation for the players, because I know all the players, I am personally getting lots of messages from our fighters, from our soldiers, from our friends who is now fighting for Ukraine, for freedom of Ukraine. And I'm sure they are very proud with us. We are very proud for them. But they are telling, when you are here to show the spirit of Ukraine. I think this is very important. And this tournament is really about the spirit of our country.
Thank you all. Let me just remind you that Ukrainian training starts at 4:30. Please use doors here on the left side to enter a pitch. 15 minutes of the training will be open. Broadcasters can use main pitch side to the left. Non-right holders, photographers to the right. You'll see the signs, and see you there. And if you're here for a Romanian press conference as well, they will start at 5:45. Thank you.
Thank you.